How proud are you that you're black? Do you know it's an honor to be black? Do you know it's a blessing to be black? Watch this video, so I'll be back.
You can't tell me our melanin isn't magic, that our tones aren't rich. Being black is my honor. I wear this skin with pride. No matter our heartbreak, our losses, our fights, we show them who we are, lest we ever forget ourselves. We are forever uniquely and wonderfully made. The Nile River runs through our veins, so we are never thirsty. Gold is a chromosome in our DNA. We are forever rich. The sun shines through us. We are forever light.
As a black woman, my thing about my community is that I feel like sometimes in my community, some of us treat being black like it's an impossible life. And that's where y'all lose me every single time. Like, I have fully accepted that being black will be hard. Like, I cannot prove what people think about me as a black woman, okay? And especially now, I've transitioned into my micro-license. I can't prove what people think about me. I can only assume, like, being black will have its challenges. But I have accepted the fact that, like, it was hard. Some people are racist. Some people are gonna judge me before they get to know me. Some people think I'm dumb as a box of rocks. Some people think I'm sexually, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all the things. Like, I done accepted all of it. But I don't know about y'all, but in 2025, I'm telling you this one thing right here. In 2025, knowing what I know, knowing what my parents told me, and what my grandmother never had a regular job. My grandmother worked for white people. My grandmother. My father-in-law was the first black person at, like, his middle school, elementary school. In 2025, my brain does not have the capacity to worry about racist white people or what they think about me. I'm on a divine assignment. Like, my life is a divine assignment. That's truly where I am. I have accepted what has happened. I have accepted the fact that being black comes with certain things. And none of that is enough to deter me from my path and what I will lay down as a foundation for my son and his children. I'm so beyond that. I'm beyond that. I'm beyond my race. I'm never gonna not be black. And if you're black, you're never gonna not be black. Accept it. Accept that you're black. Accept that there may be people that treat you differently. Accept that it may be hard. But I hate when our community treats being black like it is a curse and it is impossible to be anything because you're black. That's the part of the story that I don't like that. I don't have the bandwidth. I no longer have the bandwidth to try to convince people to not to give me equality. I need all my energy to go get my peace. I'm going to go get my peace. And as much as we do spend time talking about how black people have been treated now, how they have been treated in the past, the one part that y'all don't spend enough time on, for me personally, it's always been black people that was getting their peace. It's always been black people that was getting their peace, no matter what year it was, no matter what century it was. And those that conjured it up, it's always been black people who was like, nah, I'm gonna go get my peace. And in 2025, all I care about is getting my peace. I want my peace. My race is not going to hold me back from getting my peace. And I'm not saying that because I don't believe that they won't try to. I believe that as in I know who I am. I know who she be. Ain't nobody getting in the way of me and my peace. That's where I'm at with mine.
So I'm a 2L right now, and I'm taking constitutional law. And I'm reading a part of Frederick Douglass's speech, "What to the slave is the 4th of July." And it really makes me proud and honored, honestly, to be black. So hear how deep this part of the speech is. "Am I to argue that it is wrong to make men brutes, to rob them of their liberty, to work them without wages, to keep them ignorant of their relations to their fellow men, to beat them with sticks, to flay their flesh with the lash, to load their limbs with irons, to hunt them with dogs, to sell them at an auction, to sunder their families, to knock out their teeth, to burn their flesh, to starve them into obedience and submission to their masters. To know that our ancestors were going through all of this and we are still this far as Black people, African Americans, I'm honestly proud to be Black.
So I want to address this comment right here. I actually had a few weird comments saying that I'm white, I don't look Black, I'm mixed, whatever. So I am Black, I'm from America, I've always identified as Black, okay? I've got the Black experience, okay? And as you should all know, that Black comes in all different shades from light to dark. So that to me is such an ignorant comment. First of all, you don't know my ethnicity. My ethnicity is something different, okay? But again, you can't assume anything nowadays. And do you see my skin? I don't want to look like a white woman. My melanin is popping, okay? This is beautiful, Black, exotic, okay? So I hope this clears up any confusion about my race and why I can't speak for the Black experience, because I can.
Every time I come to Chicago, I'm always so shell-shocked because like y'all got some of the finest Black women. Like it's just a smorgasbord of beautiful Black women of all different types. They got the earthy joints, they got the high-class bougie ones, they got the alternative shorties, and the shorties that are like super racially ambiguous and look like they could star in a Netflix original, and even the bloated ones, you know what I'm saying? The ones that look a little bloated. All of them can get it. All of them look good. Like no matter what type of Black woman that you like and you want, you can find up here. They all over the place, bruh. And the crazy thing about it all is they be educated. A lot of y'all be educated up here because there's a lot of colleges and shit. You know what I'm saying? People move here for work in their industries. And you know what I'm saying? They got some expensive sounding degrees. They got some expensive looking degrees. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them got multiple degrees, bruh. A lot of med students, a lot of grad students, you know what I'm saying? And if they don't got a degree of some sort, they getting some money somehow, some way. It's a lot of Black entrepreneurs up here, bruh. Beautiful Black entrepreneurs, man. You know what I'm saying? Like they really get to their bag and they really about their business. So if you want a Black woman that's multifaceted, that's very intelligent, you know what I'm saying? Very, very forward thinking, come to Chicago.
I just saw a Black woman. Okay. Let me start over. It will make sense. Just hear me out. My grandma was a very important person in my life. She was very open-minded, kind of a heavy evergreener. She was kind of a hippie. Anyway, she had property up in Mount Rainier, and next to her property was this really big river, and we would go there and we would like take rocks. And we'd always look for rocks that had like really crazy patterns on it, like white streaks going down, or ones that look like granite, or maybe it was shaped like a heart. Like we just tried to find the most unique rocks. And when I was picking out all these rocks and I showed my grandma, she wasn't disappointed, but she was just like, very cute, very cute. And then she said, have you ever tried to find a rock that was very dark? I mean, very dark, almost black. And I was like, no. Like, I like the ones that have, like, stuff all over them. And she said, well, these are beautiful, but if you ever find a rock that is very dark, if you pull it out of the water, if you pull it out of the river, and the water is still on it, and you shine it in the sun, it's the most beautiful rock there is. I mean, gorgeous. And I thought, like, okay. And it really wasn't that big of a deal to me as a kid, because I thought, like, okay, whatever, it's just a rock. And I want ones that have patterns all over them. Grandma, in that conversation, told me, oh, I'm gonna cry. She told me that there was this man that worked with her when she used to work in these, like, chemical labs, and he was black. And she said that when they were inside, that he was a handsome man, but he was truly the most gorgeous person she'd ever seen. When they would go outside for breaks, she said he was usually sweating a little bit from working, and when we go outside we get like a little bit of a break. The water or the sweat that was going down his face, it would just kind of sit down his head or on his cheekbones. And she said he had to have been the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. She said, and it reminded me of these rocks that I would find from the river. They truly are the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. They just glisten in the sun. And I just thought that was really sweet. And I was in my living room today, and I was looking at some rocks that the girls had collected. I looked out my living room window, and there was this girl, this black woman, with very dark complexion walking down my street. And I know everyone who walks down these streets because I'm a stay-at-home mom and I just look out the window all day, like seriously. And she had her hair in a ponytail like this, and she had highlighter on right here that I could see from my window. Like, that's how much she was shining. And it was raining outside, and there was just water like falling down her shoulders, and it just like hit me, and I was like, wow, like, Grandma was right. That is the most beautiful person I have ever seen in my life. Like, she is literally glistening. She's shining just the same as Grandma had described this rock, or the guy that she used to work with and that I secretly think she's in love with. But just wow, she was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I was just watching her walk down the road. Don't know why she's walking down here, because no one here is worthy of all that beauty. This is not the best neighborhood. I was like, why are you here? Like, what the heck? I was gonna go out the door and just let her know she looks beautiful today, and when I opened the door, she was gone. She wasn't there. I was like, what the heck? Like, there's no way she made it past the point where I can't see her anymore. But it was just so weird that I was looking at these rocks, and then I saw her, and just crazy. Because she really was gorgeous. I mean, like, wow, Grandma was not wrong.
A lot of people hate when I say this, but growing up black in Atlanta is a privilege. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. I cannot imagine growing up, even if you in a hood, and fucking Tyler Perry Studios down the street, So Def is down the street, celebrities just walking around these motherfuckers. They at the coffee shop around this motherfucker. All that aside, the black lawyers, black doctors, engineers, the nigga who you buy your car from, the realtor's black, all forms of black excellence is down in Atlanta. My whole reason for bringing that up is you have access to these people. These people want to mentor you. They want to guide you. They understand the importance of the United and the black dollar. And so as a black person that's on the come up in Atlanta, no matter the age, size, shape, form, or shade, you can connect with someone who has your similar story and can put you in position and wants to see you win here. I know a lot of people say Atlanta ghetto, Atlanta this, but Atlanta is black excellence, and that's just the truth. So when you're in Atlanta, whether you live here, you form here, you flew here, whatever the case may be, you have access to a certain caliber of black people that most cities do not have to offer. And really the only cities that I can think of is maybe DC, New York, and like Houston. But Atlanta is where it's at, I'm telling y'all.
Y'all ever see those videos where people are so goddamn racist, right? The person that's posting the video is being racist, and for some reason white people feel like that's their safe place to get in the comments and be racist as hell. This is a disclaimer. This video may get taken down because I am not gonna play with y'all ass. Let's talk about it. So for some reason, every time I look at these goddamn comments, it's like y'all talk about black people like we're a fucking animal in the zoo, like we're some unusual creature or an experiment, like we're not humans just like y'all. Y'all be in the comments like, well, yeah, because it's the way they talk, it's the way they dress, it's them playing loud music, it's the way they this, and why do they wear that, and why, yeah, because all of this violence they do. Why do y'all give a fuck about us so much? Why are y'all so obsessed? I want to give y'all a reality check, okay? Black people not checking for y'all like that. I'm sorry. We don't give a fuck. You get what I'm saying? Like, we really truly don't care. Y'all think y'all the best humans God ever created. Like, anything and anybody that looks different than y'all ain't shit. I look at my skin. I love my skin, baby. I don't want to look like you. I don't want to be like you. I need you to understand that. You get what I'm saying? When I get up, I don't think about y'all. I'm never in the comment section talking about y'all because I don't give a fuck. And that's why y'all really mad, because we don't pay y'all no attention. And that's exactly why I tell my people All this inviting them to the cookout. Now, granted, not all white people. I follow white people. Some of y'all cool. But inviting them to cookouts like we friends, all of that bullshit, I'm not going for none of that. Okay? The way most of them look at us, they should be invited to shit. Clearly, y'all don't be doing y'all research. My people, y'all don't do y'all research. But that's another conversation for another day. Back to these people. And another thing, I know racism always been a problem. I know that they've been calling us Nick forever. I know this been going on for a very long time. But for some reason, right now, today, y'all are getting even more cockier in public. Y'all feel so confident calling people the N-word or calling us the N-word. And because that person let it slide, y'all really think all of us gonna let it slide. We don't play like that. I don't play like that. Okay? I don't play like that. If you think you're gonna be standing to every black person you see, you done lost your damn mind. In your churches, in your schools, in your neighborhoods, in your community, they may make you feel like you somebody because you're white. But where I'm from, and me telling you out of my motherfucking mouth, I don't give a fuck. That don't mean nothing to me. It's like it makes y'all upset to see black people. It makes y'all upset to hear black people. But at the same time, y'all obsessed with black people. Which one the fuck is it? It just trips me out how y'all just really think y'all the best thing ever created. Trust me, we don't want to look like you. We don't want to be you. None of that shit. I just need to humble y'all, okay? Like, y'all getting too cocky. These comments looking crazy. And in real life, you gonna run into the right black bitch. Okay? And you gonna learn. All right.
Even though we're in Trump's world right now, I still can't help but be thankful that I'm black. I just can't help but be thankful for that. Because it's just like, I couldn't imagine being no other way. I just feel like black people are still very much top tier. And not trying to be, you know, but I just feel like, especially being a black woman, like I'm just so happy I'm a black woman. It's just something about us, something about our hair, something about our features, everything. It's just, obviously that's why we're the blueprint. That's why people want to look like us. But it's still just, I'm so grateful that I'm just naturally that, like, God-given black woman, naturally. I love it. I love it for me every day. I thank God every day. I thank God every day.
Hi, hello. Race is a social construct. It is not a real thing, but has very real world implications. That being said, if people are not perceiving you as a black person, I'm sorry, my love, you are not a black person. You can have black ancestry, you can be culturally like black, but you're not a black person. And the way I'm going to explain this to you is by telling you this. Most African Americans have about 20 to 30% white ancestry. I did my DNA. I'm like 25% white. But am I gonna go around claiming I'm a white person? How would I look if I told someone I'm white? See how that looks fucking crazy? So you saying you're black when you're 15% black, it's the same shit as me saying I'm fucking white. So be fucking for real. Y'all can't say the N-word. Y'all can't do all these hairstyles y'all want to do. Pipe the fuck down and sit back, okay?
Being black is so good, and I just love it.
You so black. You so black. When you smile, the stars come out. You so black when you born, the God come out. Black is not. Black when it's wrong and black when it's right. Black is pyramids and mathematics. Black is melanized and magic. Black is televised and in need of drastic black advancement. Black enhances, black with chances, black with privilege, black with pride, black on purpose on the black hand side, black and beautiful, black and blessed and highly favored, praise the Lord, black and blessed, black and so much more, black and nothing less. Black and educated. Black is brilliant. Black is strong. Black is resilient. Black is song. Black is infinite, like hip hop or space. Black is grace. Black is love. Black makes babies. Black babies grow up. Black is tough. Black is hard to do. Black is me. Black is you. Black is not something we get to choose, but it is something we get to cherish. It's something we get to wear, and we get to rock this with honor. I'm black like my granddaddy and my great-great-great-great-grandma. Black is that lift every voice and sing.
Saying that black culture is just a black American thing is so offensive. I told myself I would not be involved in any more diaspora wars, and I was doing a good job. Guys. Okay, until now, because now I have to say something. Unfortunately, I have to talk. I have to speak. The conversation that's going on right now on TikTok is so divisive, but so harmful to the black community that morally I can't not say anything. Like, I have to say, like, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if I didn't say anything, because people are so wrong and strong, and they don't understand how violent this conversation is that we're having on TikTok right now. So the conversation we're having on TikTok right now, which I don't know why we're having it, because it's nonsensical to me, but the conversation is we're talking about being black in America. So people are debating whether being black means just being black in America, as in black Americans equal black. So if you're not from America and you're black, you're not black. You are Nigerian if you're from Nigeria, or you're Jamaican if you're from Jamaica, etc. But if you're black in America, then you are just black. They're also talking about black culture, as in black culture is only black American culture. And this is so xenophobic, guys. It's just straight, we're just doing xenophobia debates. Like, it's so weird to me. The reason why it's xenophobic is because there is no such thing as just black culture in terms of it being just for Americans. There's no such thing as being black as in it being just for Americans. And if you believe that, you believe that Americans are more superior than the rest of diaspora, and you're being xenophobic. Let me break it down. Black is a race. So if you have melanated skin, you're black. Like me, I'm black and nerdy. We are black. If you are from Africa, if you're a descendant from sub-Saharan Africa, you have melanated skin, you are considered black. And in America, say you've got one drop of black in you, your mum's white, your dad's black, you are considered black. In the UK, you would be considered mixed race, biracial, etc. But whatever, you're black, you're black. Your descendants are from Africa, you got brown skin, you're from Africa, you're black. That's it. Black the race. Now let's talk about black the culture. Saying that black culture is just a black American thing is so offensive and so wrong, because if you break down black culture in America, black culture in America is made up of black people from other diasporas. You couldn't have certain parts of black American culture if you decided to just take out everyone. If you said black American culture is only for people that were descendants of chattel slavery, it's only for black people that descend from people that came over on the boats into slavery and then built America, if that is all that black culture is, then you would exclude so many people that were a part of black culture that don't fit that bill. For example, Malcolm X, he's Grenadian. So according to you guys, he wouldn't fit the bill of black culture in America because his mum's Grenadian. And then you've got Sidney Poitier, I think he was the first black man to win an Oscar. He's Bahamian. And then you've got Shirley Chisholm, the first black woman in Congress in America. She's from Barbados. Like, at the end of the day, we, as in the Caribbean diaspora and the African diaspora, are all up in black American culture. And that shouldn't be a bad thing. I don't know why this is a negative. For example, black British culture is made up of Caribbean people and African people, and it's not a bad thing. There is no such thing as black British culture without African people and Caribbean people. And there is no such thing as black American culture without African people and Caribbean people. The sooner you accept that we're all one and stop doing this whole America first, very white supremacist coded, white nationalist coded, xenophobic, weird dance that we're doing online right now, that's weird. That's weird. The sooner you realize that, like, we are all one and you can't separate us, unfortunately, because we are so embedded in the culture. Like, it's offensive to your friends and family as black American people to say that culturally you're not black because you're not from America. Huh? How have we gone backwards? What is happening? We all need a trip to the motherland, clearly.
That being said, credits to those creators. Now, this is one thing I like about being black, right? I'm not black, I'm African, right? But let me tell you something. I've never been this proud to be this shade until I got to meet black Americans, especially online. These people literally taught me to appreciate this color. And forever and ever, I love my My color. Because if I say I'm black now, a lot of you will come in the comment section, but you're not black, you're African. But my color, I still have melanin in it, right? Yeah, this is to tell every black American out there that you're loved, you're cherished, and a lot of people wants to be like you in so many ways. The way you defend everything about you is out of this world. I want you to know that you embody this race a lot, and it's giving us this boldness, this confidence to actually walk out there and then, feel proud of how we actually look. A lot of people back here want to bleach just to look white because there's a feeling, or yeah, there's this thing. If you're white, if you look white, you're more loved. But when I saw this group of people, black Americans, the way they love themselves, in fact, they don't care about any other person and how they look. I'm like, to hell, I'm black. I'm proudly black. Yes, I'm black. I love that I'm black. I am happy to be black. It's an honor to be black. Let me see your thoughts in the comments. Do not forget to subscribe, like, share these videos, and comment. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.